Really, really happy with our guys. We weren't great tonight, but we were good, and I think our guys have a sense of things we have to do to get to grade, and so I'm super happy with the outcome. This Pepperdine team is really, really good, and they're a problem. They have a couple players that are big time problems that are hard to figure out how to get a handle on, and so it's a big win.
107 points, and you don't think you were great?
We shot the ball really well, but our attention is on the other side of the ball right now a little bit, and we were really good to start, and then we had a bad stretch in the first half and a bad stretch the last 7 minutes of the game. Where that's got to be our identity right now. I mean, are we in February? We're almost in February. February needs to be an angry month. It's got to be an angry month, and it's not supposed to be fun and kicks and giggles in February. It's supposed to be we come out with a real determination to get stops on every single possession, and we did that in segments, and we didn't in segments, and so, sometimes we go up big in the first half, and then we just lose our edge, and that will clearly we know that'll cost us games. And the most disconcerting thing about it is that for a minute we just lost this functionality of like we have to get better. We just got complacent, and that is not this team's identity. It's not what's in these guys' hearts, and it's clearly not acceptable, so we got to get better.
You've probably seen Jake do that a lot over the course of his career.
Yeah.
That was pretty special tonight.
Yeah, he's a star. I mean, he's an All-American player, and he's one of the premier shooters in the country, and he is he's trying to take a increasing leadership role on this team every game, and so I was really happy with him. Again, I'm going to look at Jake's line, and I'm really excited about the 5-0. That's really good. The three rebounds is somewhere he needs to really grow. Clearly, he shot the living daylights out of the ball, and that's special. But we're chasing big things right now, and so we got to keep getting better, Jake included.
The last 2 games, you guys have been on both sides of some kind of crazy runs. What do you attribute that to? Is it that complacency you talk about, get up and then kind of get complacent?
Like this February month is always the dog days of the deal, right? And so, and I know that our team feels a little spent. I know we do. Like we've stretched it, like immeasurably. These guys have stretched, and they've brought it every single night. And they've had a ridiculously difficult schedule with an incredibly small, limited rotation, and they've performed at a really high level. And we have to somehow get that fatigue and frustration that wants to get in our mind, and we got to replace it with some anger and some determination that it doesn't matter. We're not accepting it. Like, we're not accepting the fact that we might be a little emotionally fatigued right now. That is not acceptable. And so that's where we have to live. And it might not, this February sometimes is not the most fun month. If you do it right, it's not the most fun month. But if we do it right, then it's going to be really, really fun to see where we get.
First half with all kinds of momentum, really came at you guys. I think you're up 6 at halftime. Was that just the benefit of having the halftime break? Because it looked a little bit kind of like Saturday, the way they were coming back.
Yeah.
You just came right.
Yeah, we just, first of all, they're a really, really good team. They're a great offensive team. I mean, they should have won at Arizona. They should have beat USC. They almost, they had a chance to win at Gonzaga. They're really good. And they're really, really capable of scoring, and they're really dangerous offensively. They're really problematic. They have maybe the most lethal point guard in the league in terms of with his percentage of usage, right? He's really, really a problem. And then their 4 and 5 shoot it as well as anybody on the team. And so having a 5-man that is that aggressive from the perimeter, it really makes it problematic to guard. And so, I would first give credit to Pepperdine, and second, I would talk to our guys about continuing to work on the fact that we have to find a way to care about the defensive end on every single possession, and we're not far from that. I'm so proud of how these guys have performed on the defensive end of the ball the whole season, but this month is the time where you have lapses where it just the pressure and the fatigue and frustration and the emotional fatigue of the season steals you away for a few minutes, and that can't happen. It can't happen for us. We have to do better than that. So we scored 107 points, but we need to be better on the other side of the ball. We have to. We need to win games because of our defense. We just have to.
What was the key in the second half then to maintaining that level of play that got you to lose?
Well, I didn't think we did. I felt like the last seven minutes of the game, I think they scored on, I don't know, you guys even know the numbers better than me, 7 out of 9 possessions, probably something like that there in a run, and that's not who we're supposed to be. And we're asking a lot of ourselves. I mean, it's asking a lot of yourselves to be focused in and care with all the passion that you can possibly muster every single defensive possession, but that's who we have to be. If we want to be a championship team, that's what we have to do. We have to make huge strides from where we are right now.
Was Alex looking to be a little more offensive-minded tonight, or did it just?
I think it just flowed. I think we did get in transition line. He's so good in transition. His decision-making in transition has been impeccable the last few games, like off the charts. And it might not manifest itself in a box score, but the things that he's turning down to create better plays for his teammates in transition, the pace that he's running the lane right now, all those things are it's really special. He looks like for the people that know the game and watch the game, he looks like his minutes are big-time minutes on the floor. I'm really proud of him. Really proud of him.
Anything else?
The attention turns to St. Mary's now.
Yep.
Coming in on Saturday. What are your thoughts as you get just a couple of days?
Well, it's clearly a huge game, just like the next one will be. They have a incredibly talented point guard, and this Malik Fitz is a massive problem, and they really they're the top shooting team in the country, and they're tough. They're really, really tough, and I think they're putting a beat down on Portland right now. I think they're up 15 or 17 on the road at halftime, give or take, something like that, and they're a really good team. They already beat us once this year, and so this is a big time challenge for us, and it's probably if you're in Vegas and you kind of know the flow and ebbs and flows of the game, we're probably not going to shoot 17 for 28 from the 3-point line. I hope we do, but it's going to be a grinded out, like punch you in the mouth, physical, high stress game, and it's awesome. I mean, come on, like that's what we live for, right? I hope this joint is rocking. I hope everybody's excited to come out because this is a big time, high level game against a great coach, one of the best coaches in the country, and a team that's a veteran team that's won a boatload of games. That's the defending conference tournament champion, right? That's already beat us one time this year. So it's on. It's a big time game. It doesn't get much bigger than this.